next I have a movie that I heard about on Cool Dude's channel, and that's Dead End.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mood616 here, and yes, it is that time again for another DVD and Blu-ray update. And this is going to be my haul for December of 2016. And yeah, it was a pretty successful month. I think I did pretty good overall. Picked up some pretty cool gems and things like that. Got lucky with a couple releases. I'll explain when I get to those what that's about and stuff, but yeah, December, man. I will say I have not watched a lot of the DVDs and stuff. A few of the Blu-rays I've seen. I spent this whole month basically preparing for the 2016 year-end show on the podcast. So I've been just, you know, balls to the wall watching 2016 horror films. I think I'm now up to about 125 watched from 2016. So I've been giving her strong, man, preparing for everything and stuff. So, but yeah, it's that time to do another update. First, I gotta say Chars, of course. Yeah. Drinking some, holy man, some bad tattoo. This stuff right here. Look at this shit, man. That's insanity. 9.2% extra strong beer. Wow. I'm gonna be fucking toasted after this update. But anyways, let's get into this update. Of course, we'll start with the DVDs. And yeah, let's do this. First up here is one that that I have known about for years, and I can't believe this is actually getting a DVD release here from a Canadian company called Videonomicon, and it's like a French slasher film from 1983, and it's called Mad Mutilator, Orgoff the Mad Mutilator, whatever, however you want to pronounce it, or Orgoff, aka Mad Mutilator. Got both titles on there, anyways. Had to pick this up, man. I not had a chance to watch this. Once I'm done, you know, with the show stuff, I'm gonna just get down to all this stuff. But this one, I can't wait to check out, man. It just looks totally awesome. But yeah, so yeah, you can totally get this one. This is comes in a couple different alternate covers and stuff. I think when you buy it, one of the covers may look like that right there. So Videonomicon, if you guys are interested in it, I think it is pretty pricey. It's like $19.99, but probably worth your time if you're into this type of stuff right here. So Mad Mutilator, awesome stuff. Next up here is another indie film that, you know, I've been waiting all year to check this out, man. Ever since I first heard about this, I think in the first, you know, quarter of the year or whatever, it was showing in the festivals and stuff. And I know this one was funded by Indiegogo, and which I totally missed the Indiegogo on this. I didn't even know what the fuck. But anyways, called The Barn. This movie right here was absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love this movie. I thought it was really, really great. Everything from the really awesome story, man. The story was really well developed in this. The characters were really well developed. The backstory and the mythology behind the monsters in this film, which are like the Boogeyman, Hollow Jack, and the Candy Corn Scarecrow. And in the mythology they use to explain how these monsters work together and things like that, just outstanding, really, really good stuff. Mixed in with a really great soundtrack. The editing was fantastic in this film. The gore was great. I think the biggest falter for this film was not actually its length. It ran close to like 95, 97 minutes or something like that. it was really entertaining. Was some of the acting sometimes was kind of hit and miss and stuff, but overall it was really good, man. I had such a blast with this film. I can't recommend The Barn enough. Really great Halloween flick. It's going to be on heavy rotation for me for years, so I love this one. Thought it was awesome. Everyone needs to check that out. Next up here, another independent film that had me in stitches, man. I was laughing right from the menu in this. The song that was playing was killing me, but it's called Killer Rack. It is what you expected. It's a film about killer tits. Basically, this girl right here, she has come to the realization that she can't get anywhere in life without big boobs, so she goes and gets, you know, her boobs enlarged, and by a doctor played by Debbie Rochon, who actually has like an ulterior motive with this individual, and yeah, and her boobs come alive and start killing people and shit like that. So it's a little ridiculous, but I gotta say, man, it was a lot of fun. It is another film that's really long. I think it was like 100 minutes or something like that. Pretty crazy stuff, but it was fun. It's just stupid fun. Really cool soundtrack. A lot of the songs that were playing in here were super catchy. Pretty fun stuff, but yeah, I had a blast with it. And that was from Camp Motion Pictures. Another one here from Camp Motion Pictures, which is such an awesome set right here. This is the Paul Naschy A Werewolf in Amazon collection. 3-disc set. It has 4 movies on here. It has The Secret of the Mummy from 1982, The Seven Vampires from 1986, The Scarlet Scorpion from 1990, and A Werewolf in the Amazon from 2005, all directed by Ivan Cardoso, and which is really cool because I actually didn't have any of these Paul Naschy films, so this worked out fantastic for the price. I think it was like 22 or 25. I can't remember what I paid for it, but really nice hefty set. Comes with a little mini poster in there too, which I'm not going to take out, but yeah, really cool stuff. I was happy about that. Next up here from the Sleaze Box. I didn't get a chance to watch this at Christmas, so I don't know when I'll actually get around to watching this one. Maybe I'll have to pop it in next year. And that is, of course, Cannibal Claws. This is the reverse cover art for it. I've heard it's pretty ridiculous and fun stuff. I pretty much know what I'm getting myself into here with the Sleaze Box. Low budget, probably lots of shaved vagina on ugly girls. But yeah, it seems to kind of be Sleaze Box's MO, man. But it looks like the soundtrack's a lot of fun. Done by Takashi Hiroshika, whatever his name is. He did the soundtrack for Chaos AD and, of course, Deathcore Service also. He's very Italian influenced music, so it's probably what it's about. And of course it is a 2-disc set. Comes with the soundtrack crate there, which is really cool. Need to check that one out soon. Probably soon as in like next Christmas, I don't know. Yeah, I can't wait I didn't get around to seeing it, but holy man, this stuff is insane, man. Whew. Next up here is a trilogy by a filmmaker by the name of Andrew Parkinson. Now, I'd seen the 3rd film on Terror for Tom's update, and it kind of triggered something because I remember reading something about the film, so I went back and did a little research, and it turns out that film in question was actually the 3rd part in a trilogy. So I did a little more investigation, grabbed the other films that were part of it, and they were all super cheap. Like, I think I fought $5-6 a piece, brand new. First one in this trilogy is called iZombie. It even tells you right on the back here, part 1 of the trilogy and everything. That's kind of cool. All released by MVD Visual. So iZombie. This one's from 1997, so I'm curious about that. Next one's called Dead Creatures. This is part 2 in the Andrew Parkinson trilogy. This one was from 2001. And of course, this is the one I was talking about, Venus Drowning. I saw this on Terror for Tom's update, and I was like, I know something about this film, and I couldn't figure out what it was. This one's from 2005, and it, of course, is the 3rd part from this trilogy. I have no idea if these things are related by any means or whatever, but yeah, I'm going to check these out. Maybe I'll do a review on this very oddball trilogy I've never heard anyone talk about before, so I got to check those out. Next up here is not really a horror film, but kind of a fucked up love story, I guess, in a sense, by one of my absolute favorite indie directors. I love Richard Griffin, man. Richard Griffin does some of my favorite indie films. Like, he's just such a fun director. He's got such a wide range of films that he does. And this one right here is without exception, and it's called Accidental Incest. More of, like I said, a love horror story in a sense, about these two people that fall in love and they basically learn that they might be brother and sister and stuff. So can't wait to check this one. Another one by MVD. But yeah, finally price finally dropped on this one, so I had to pick it up. So that's cool. Next up here from Umbrella Entertainment, grab Scars of Dracula. Love this movie. Finally got a copy of it. I couldn't pass it up, man. It was like $5.95 or something. It was super, super cheap. So yeah, had to do that right there. Scars of Dracula, more Hammer stuff to the collection. His next couple, if you guys watched my unboxing, they were in there. But if you did not watch it, now you're watching it now, so that's cool. First up, we got here from the Warner Archive collection, we got Lipstick. It's like a rape revenge film that I've been after for a long time. Can't wait to check that out. Then we got Crescendo, another 70s flick here. What is this one from? Oh man, it's like 1969. That's crazy. Shit, totally wrong. But Crescendo, really good things. And this one's from the 70s. We got The Pack here. Yeah, this is really fun. I actually did check this one out, and it's awesome. It's really good stuff, man. Killer dog stuff. The next couple here from Exploitation Films, which I will be doing reviews for this next two. And first one is The Devil Lives Here. This one is from Brazil. It's a Brazilian film. It says on the back, there's a quote that says, "The Brazilian Candyman, a fun and terrifying ride for anyone willing to get on board." That has me intrigued. I've heard, you know, kind of lukewarm to a little bit better reviews on this one. So looking forward to checking this one out. The review will be up very, very soon for that. And this one right here from the USA is called Counterclockwise. It's like a sci-fi comedy, dark comedy about time travel and things like that. So can't wait to check this one out. It looks pretty damn cool, actually. So, but yeah. And this one also is in that package from Derek. He sent me over, and that's Horror Stories from Exploitation. This is a South Korean anthology with shorts on here from the directors of Memento Mori, which is really cool. White, Bloody Reunion, which is another cool one. Epitaph, which is another really cool film. And The Naked Kitchen. So if you're familiar with any of those, some of those directors are on this anthology film, which is very, very cool. Can't wait to check this out. Apparently it has a reversible cover art too, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, I've been after this one forever. Thank you once again, Derek, for sending that over. That's pretty fucking awesome. Actually, there's a couple more here that Derek sent over. We got Sudden Fury, of course, from Darren Ward. Can't wait to check this out, man. This is so fucking awesome. Then he sent me over The Millennium Bug also. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about this, man. I can't wait to check this one out. It's gonna be cool stuff. And then we got A Day of Violence, also by Darren Ward. Yeah, this is just such an awesome cover. Look at that shit. This is so fucking wicked. Another one from MVD. Got a lot of films from MVD here today. Pretty cool shit. But yeah, this one just looks fucking awesome. I love all the quotes that are on this too. It's pretty cool shit. So, gotta be violent with violence in the title, right? So that's cool. Next up here is the reason why I have this on DVD is because I was waiting for the Blu-ray to go down, and I came across this at my buddy's second-hand store, his store called Second Thoughts, and yeah, he had this in there and he sold it to me for $2. I said, "God, just go and check it out." For some weird reason, the Blu-ray here is still $25. I'm just never gonna pay that for it, even though I really did dig the film, and that is The Neon Demon. I did watch the DVD, but I will be getting the Blu-ray of this. Thought this was really cool. Can't wait to talk about this on the podcast. I got lots and lots of things to say about it. It's a very intriguing film. I think a lot of people kind of missed a lot of the gist of what was going on in this film. It's very unfortunate because it's actually quite clever in itself. But yeah, good stuff. Neon Demon. Next up here is one that I finally got my hands on. I know it's out of print, and I got a really good price on this. I only paid about $4 for it, so I'll take that. And that's Grave Encounters. So I've had part 2 for a while, and I've never seen part 2 because I can't watch part 2 before seeing the original. So Grave Encounters, finally got my hands on it. Can't wait to check it out. I know it's Jeremy's one of his favorite movies. I'll just dedicate this update to Jeremy, you know, read off the hop. If you guys recognize who was in the intro, me making fun of, that's my boy Jeremy. So, but it is one of his favorite films. So, yeah, we got this is one that's been on my wish list for so long, and I finally pulled the trigger. Got it for about $10, and I was like, "Yep, got to do it." Double discer, and it's called Babysitter Wanted. Heard really good things about this one. Can't wait to check it out for myself because I was hearing nothing but good things, and I saw a couple reviews recently and didn't really care for it. So, but Babysitter Wanted, I was surprised to see that it was 2 discs. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, awesome stuff. Heard good things. Next up from SRS, Sub Rosa Cinema, we got Gorgasm. the final one in this trilogy here. Finally got this in. I think this is one that I'd ordered like a month and a half ago or 2 months. I don't know. I thought it was lost in the mail, like so many of my things have been getting lost in the mail lately. But this one actually showed up. So I was like, pretty sweet stuff. But yeah, I can't wait to check out Gorgasm. The other ones are so much fun. But. And then we got Silent Night, Bloody Night, The Homecoming. At first I thought this was a sequel to the original Silent Night, Bloody Night, but it turns out this is actually a remake. There is a sequel to the original film that came out in the same year as this one, I believe, and that one's really hard to find. So, or around the same time this one did. So I need to check this one. I heard it's really bad, but it is, Christmas related film, so got to check it out. And another one from MVD. This is actually released by Elite. It's crazy. Elite, man. Yep, another Christmas-related film, and it's kind of funny. I didn't even know these were actually in order like this, but we got Krampus Unleashed. This is actually a sequel to the other Krampus film that came out last year, Krampus Christmas Devil or something like that, whatever it is. So now I have all these crappy Christmas horror films that I'll probably get around to watching next year. I usually don't like to watch Christmas films unless it's around Christmas time because it's just Christmas. Halloween and every other holiday I don't really give a shit about. I can watch those films all year, Halloween especially. But Christmas is just one of those holidays that just need to kind of stick to itself for some weird reason. Kind of weird like that, but yeah, Krampus. So I'll give that one a shot later on. And this is another one I didn't get a chance to check out. It was super cheap. Heard bad things about it, of course, because it's from Wild Shit Eye. And called Secret Santa. I think my boy Andy Retro Slasher, he watched this one and said it was pretty bad. Said there was barely any kills in it. How can you have a cover like that with no damn kills? He's just ready to kill, right? But yeah, Secret Santa. Yeah. Here's one. I was so fucking stoked that Full Moon release, man. This is pretty awesome. I can't wait to check out the transfer. It probably sucks dick, but Full Moon is just so lazy with their damn transfers, man. They're really bad. They're as bad as Trauma. And that's Hollywood Whorehouse. Yes, finally got the shit. This is pretty fucking sweet, man. I love that. I love the cover art. It's so good. Yeah, good shit, man. What year did this thing come out in? 1970. Damn. Thing is fucking older than I thought it was. Finally got my hands on this one. It was actually cheaper to get the Region 2 release of this. I think this was only $4 or $5 or something like that. This is actually from Arrow Films. Yeah. And that is the Amityville horror documentary. I still need to watch this one, but I'm just such a huge fan of any type of documentaries horror related. I'll pick up anything related to horror documentaries. So, but the Amityville horror story is always interesting. Curious to check that out. This one right here, I don't actually really know anything about. The premise sounds a little twisted and oddball. What does it say? Yeah, this one right here from 1972. On the AGAF, American Genre Film Archive collection from Vinegar Syndrome, and that's called Night of the Strangler. Yeah, I think this one right here. Yeah, okay, that's what it says on the back here. I love this, man. Okay. Interracial baby makers verse insanely racist strangle ragers in the Southern Fried Whodunit Hate Wave. Holy fuck, this thing's hard to read. Everyone's second favorite monkey stars in Louisiana's premiere bloodletting blowout. Guns, knives, drowning, venomous snakes, and absolutely zero strangling. It's a sweat-soaked, sleazoid sleigh ride through segregated 70s slaughter. I love that fucking description on the back. It's just fucking fantastic. Absolutely no strangling in Night of the Strangler. Slow. I can't wait to check it out. It's wicked shit. Next up here is Primeval. Killer Croc film. It's okay, man. I remember this one being a little better back in the day when I watched it. I can't remember when this thing came out, but I watched it around the time it came out, and I never picked it up. But it's pretty cheesy, man. It's like set in Africa and stuff. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's got a lot of like political undertones and shit to it. So next up here, one from 2016. Siren, of course. This is the full-length movie based on the short from VHS. It's okay. This one had its moments, but it really did kind of fall flat for me. It wasn't horrible by any means. I just thought it could have been a lot better, especially in the third act. I think there was a lot of things that were kind of leading up to that were pretty cool, but overall, it did a faceplant for me. Kind of kind of saddened about that because I really do like the short that this is based on. So, but yeah, that's too bad. Siren. Next up here, we got a slasher film that I reviewed on the podcast, actually. This one's from 2002, and it's called Wishcraft. This is a pretty interesting one about a guy that gets this this mysterious mail, and it's like this fucking mutilated ball sack or some shit like that. Anyways, he throws it in the garbage, and he decides that, you know, he's actually gonna, you know, kind of check it out. And ultimately, it grants him 3 wishes, and he grants a wish to get this girl to go to the prom with him, or to this dance, and then he uses another wish to make that same girl his girlfriend and stuff, and then people start dying and shit. You know, when I first popped this one in, I thought it was going to be like complete utter shit, you know, kind of that post-Scream slasher, just kind of knockoffs and things like that. But this one actually had a lot more going for it. It had a lot better story, it was intriguing, had fun characters. It was actually really good, and the thing is, I've never heard anyone really talk about this film, which is kind of a shame. But yeah, it's definitely one of the better films from that era of slasher films, that post-Scream era. I do recommend Wishcraft. I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but it was kind of cool, man. There were some cool twists and turns and things in it, and kind of got like supernatural element to it and things, and yeah, it's just a lot different. It's not your typical standard slasher film, so that was kind of cool. Then we picked up the most ridiculous edition for the most ridiculous film I've seen all year. And that is, of course, Bunny the Killer Thing, the 3-disc edition from Raven Banner. Yes, this movie right here got a fucking 3-disc edition. That's crazy, crazy talk. If you've not seen Bunny the Killer Thing, it's basically about a half-man, half-bunny mutated monster with a massive horse cock that goes around raping women and shit like that, swinging his dang around. Oh, fuck me, this shit was funny. It's a finished film, and it's kind of interesting because it goes back and forth from English to Finnish and stuff, and it's funny like that because the English characters are actually from England, so they have like that English accent too, so it's strange to me, but there's a lot of crazy shit. The third act in this film is just bonkers. It's fucking bonkers, all the shit that's going on. You got like fucking abducted pop stars, and like I won't give everything away, but it's just ridiculous. There's so much fucking crazy shit going on in this. This one was limited to 1,000. I got 962. Pretty crazy stuff though, but it comes in this like ridiculous 3-disc edition here. It's got some postcards and stuff that are all pretty cool. But yeah, I love what it's called. The Limited X-Rated Pussy Edition. Yeah. Bam! Look at that shit right there. That thing's fucking awesome. Cool shit. That is going to do it for the horror DVDs. I got a couple non-horror things. Well, I guess I'll just show this. I mean, I guess this isn't really horror, but, you know, it's horror-related, I guess, in a sense. Animated stuff, but got the Real Ghostbusters Volume 1 to 5 box set. This one has about 50 episodes. It's not all of it. It's not like in any particular orders and things like that. There's, I think, 10 volumes of these out now. But this is pretty cool though, man. I was watching this. It reminds me of my childhood. I love this show so much. I wish they had a reissue just the entire set again, like that big giant Firehouse set that they had before. That was pretty cool. But this is fine. I'll take this because I missed that one years ago. It was just too expensive. But yeah, the Real Ghostbusters box set, they all come in their own keep cases and shit. Definitely worth the money, $25 or whatever it was. So pretty cool. I picked up Volume 6. I have the 7 through 10 coming also. They just haven't arrived yet. But I don't know why they didn't put out 6 through 10 in a Volume 2 box set. It makes no sense to me. Maybe they'll put it out after I get all of them on their own. But yeah, cool stuff, man. I hope they put out the Slimer series too. That'd be cool too. I think that they had those on the original one. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Real Ghostbusters. I also picked up a release from Tokyo Shock. This one is called Death Trance. This is from the director of Versus, Yumi Shimomura. So I had to grab this one. It was a couple bucks. You know, I love Versus, man. That movie's fucking amazing. Really, really good shit. So I'm really curious to check out this martial arts swordplay epic. So I love these type of films, but pretty cool shit. And last for the DVDs, which I'm doing pretty good for time here. I'm kind of ripping through this. And this one right here, of course, is season 10 of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't buy a lot of non-horror TV series anymore, but this is one series that I keep buying the seasons from because I love this. I've watched the seasons over and over and over again. I love this series, man. It's just so fucking funny, man. It's just so brilliantly written and everything. It's just really, really great stuff, man. I'm glad that this show has lasted as long as it has because it's brilliant. So if you've never seen this show, give it a shot. It's awesome, man. Danny DeVito is the best. As soon as Danny DeVito entered this show, it just became so good to me. Like, just became classic material, man. It's not that it wasn't funny before, but just the addition of Danny DeVito. He's just, the guy is so likable and funny, man. He's just so good. Yeah, good shit right there. So I believe that is going to do it for the DVDs. And I've got a massive stack of Blu-rays here. I actually think I picked up more Blu-rays than DVDs this month, which is kind of odd. That usually doesn't happen. So it is what it is. So I'll check you guys out after these brief messages, whatever the fuck I throw in the middle of this video. So, Chars!
A movie that I heard about on Cool Dude's channel.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Man, this is some crazy ass beer, man. Whew, fuck. Limited edition, man. They only make 2,000 liters of this. 2,000 liters. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, over a pound of malt in each bottle. Jesus. You can imagine what the calories are on that thing. But yeah, let's get right into these Blu-rays here. First up here, this one actually has kind of a funny story. Now, my boy Derek, he got a copy of this in and he was all showing it off and stuff. And it just kind of sparked my memory, and I was like, well, I guess it kind of didn't, but, you know, I was like, I can't believe I missed out on the pre-order for the limited edition one. I know the standard one was coming out, I think, in February or whatever. And I was like, fuck, I can't believe I missed out on that. Blah, blah, blah. I was all kind of bummed out. Kind of forgot about it. Anyways, lo and behold, this shows up in the mail one day. I don't even remember ordering it, so I must have ordered it when it first came up for pre-order and just completely forgot. Because I usually write down everything that I order, and I must have just forgot to do that one. And yeah, it just kind of showed up at my house. I started laughing. I was like, oh my god, I'm such an idiot. And that's Suddenly in the Dark from Mondo Macabro, the red case limited edition. Limited to 500. I got 261 if anyone cares. But this one right here, I can't believe that I actually ordered it and completely forgot about it. So if this thing had never shown up in my house, I would have just never known. I would have paid for it because I'm bad for checking my my credit card and stuff. But ridiculous, man. But anyways, a film from 1981 I've never seen. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you know I did a 52 horrific weeks 1981 series a few years back, and this would have been cool to do in there, but of course this obviously didn't have a release back then. But yeah, so I'm always stoked to check out films from 1981 that I've never seen before, because as you know, it's my favorite year in horror history. So but I can't wait to actually watch this, man. It just looks so fantastic. So it comes with an awesome booklet and shit. Yeah, probably end up doing a review for that one. Next up here from Kino, we got Whoever Slew Auntie Roo. Yeah, this is actually the third film, or no, this is actually, what is it? Was the follow-up to Whatever Happened to Aunt Alice and What's the Matter with Helen. So this is actually the third one in that apparent trilogy with Shelley Winters. Really cool kind of winter or Christmas-based horror film. Yeah, it's good shit, man. It's good shit. I really enjoyed the story in this one. It's fun, man. It's fun. Shelley Winters is just like one of those characters that you love her and you can hate her at the same time. She's just such a great actress, man. She's really good shit, man. But yeah, check out this one. You guys will all recognize what they're doing for the story in this one. But yeah, Whoever Slew Auntie Roo, good shit. Next up here from Scream Factory, we got The House That Screamed. Yeah, this is a pretty good film, man. This is a really good film. I find it pretty interesting that this is the film that actually kind of influenced Argento to do Suspiria. Not to do Suspiria, but I think, well, there was heavy influence from this film in Suspiria. Of course, the setting of the film being in a boarding school and things like that. Well, Suspiria, it's not a boarding school, but in a school setting type thing. This is really cool, man. From director, what's his name? Oh, fuck, I can't pronounce his name. The guy that did Who Can Kill a Child. He directed this one too. This is an earlier film. But Who Can Kill a Child is fantastic. Spanish film. Good shit, man. This one's in English. It's very strange. But good stuff. There's two different versions of the film on here. You get the theatrical and the extended version with the inserts that are just in standard definition. But they do actually look pretty good. The film starts out with a standard definition opening credits, and I was just like, "Holy fuck, this Blu-ray looks like shit." And then I cut into the high def transfer, and I was like, "Oh, okay, it looks a little better." I was just ready to text my boy Zach and be like, "What the fuck's with the transfer on this movie? It looks like shit." Like, Screen Factor's really going downhill. They even had a warning at the beginning of this film where they said there's one scene, one of the insert scenes, where the dialogue's out of sync a little bit, and I was like, oh my god, it's like every release of Screen Factory lately has been just bunk. There's been something wrong with like every one of them, but this is a good film. Check it out. Speaking of films from Screen Factory or releases from Screen Factory that are bunk, we got Black Christmas here. I did not need another copy of this, but I couldn't resist because it's my favorite Christmas horror film and one of my favorite horror films of all time. I love this movie. I kind of did a comparison with the Canadian edition with this one. I think this one may look a tad bit better. I'm going to do it again. But you know, it still looks really, really grainy. Like, I think it's just one of these films that's just never going to look like pristine. But you know, overall, there's not really a lot of new, basically you got a new scan on this and a new interview from Art Hinkle, and all the other features on this are on the Canadian one. So if you have the Canadian edition, you basically have this. Just I don't see the transfer being enough to get this if you're strapped for cash and stuff like that. But if you're a big fan of the film like I am, go for it. So, but yeah, Black Christmas, good shit. Apparently one of the audio tracks is all fucked up on here. So they are doing replacement discs. So if you have a copy of this, email them. They have a program for it. So next up here from Twilight Time, another one that Derek sent over, and that's Mind Warp. This is a fun movie, man. I actually started watching this. I kind of fell asleep. This is from 1991. It's got such a cool premise, man. Like this whole time warp thing, and it's just really cool, man. Got to finish this one though. Really fun stuff. But transfer looks awesome on it. Next up here from Code Red, which I'm actually waiting for a big package from Code Red. It still has, not from Code Red, from Screen Archives. This one here, Sasquatch, and of course Encounter with the Unknown. I did watch Encounter with the Unknown. Super, super fun anthology film. Love it. It's really good stuff. It's still, to me, it's such a strange double feature, but you know, definitely worth the cash. This one's actually one of the cheaper ones you can purchase, so cool stuff right there. Next up here, I had to grab it because they haven't officially announced the box set. Who knows if it's actually ever going to come out, but that's Phantasm on Blu-ray with the slip cover. Some people are getting them without slip covers. I don't know what's up with that, but I have to say, man, the transfer looks absolutely amazing on this. It looks really, really good. It was just blown away. Still one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Phantasm with a passion. It's creepy as all hell, and it's just mind-blowing watching it in this, you know, this type of edition. You know, it's crazy. Really good stuff. Check out Phantasm. And of course, with Phantasm, had to grab Phantasm Ravager. You know what? I did like this movie. I think there's certain elements of it that were kind of annoying me. Just with, well, I won't give it away, but I think my biggest problem with the film, I kind of figured out into about the third act, is that it just looked, because it was shot digitally. You know, I think if they had shot this movie on film like they did with all the other ones, it would have had, you know, not the exact same feel as all the other Phantasm films, but it would have given it more of that, you know, that feel. This one right here felt like the oddball one out because it just felt too clean, and it felt too digital for me. I know it's a really odd complaint, but I think if it was shot on film, it's kind of like it's kind of like Mother of Tears in the Three Mothers trilogy. You know, you got Suspiria and Inferno, and then you got the Three Mothers trilogy, where that one is like a new age film. It has a totally different feel to it. It doesn't have that same type of lighting, doesn't have that same feel. That's how this one kind of sticks out to me. It's too bad. I wish they had done the film thing and kind of gave it that type of tone and look, because I think there was a lot of good things going on in this one. It's not as bad as people are making out for, but the effects were a little choppy at times, a little, yeah, you know, a little iffy, but you know, it's still not a bad film overall. I still think the ending's very interesting in this. I don't know what they're going with that, but yeah, Ravager. I did dig it though. I gotta say, it was okay. It wasn't as bad as people were making out to be. Next up here, we got one that, you know, I started to check out actually just online, or not online, but a digital copy of it. But yeah, I haven't even opened this one yet, and that is The Shallows. I've heard pretty good things about this one. I generally love watching these shark films because I'm just such a nutty shark guy. I love shark films. But yeah, I don't know. I think what's holding me back right now is because it's PG-13, and it's just annoying me that it's PG-13. I don't know. I'll give this one a shot before I do the show on Sunday. So, but yeah, The Shallows. Next up, we got Rob Zombie's classic 31. Not exactly a classic film. I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie. This movie is by far his worst film. And with saying that, it's not technically a horrible film. It's not a great film by any means. This one right here has such huge plot holes in it. It's absolutely ridiculous. The story is not very original either. It's basically Running Man. You know, essentially it's Running Man. But the thing is, though, you know, the people that are, you know, these killer clown, or these whatever the fuck you want to call them, I just don't understand how they're watching everything that's going on in this film. It's like this one huge plot hole that I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? But, you know, lo and behold, there is some pretty cool gore and stuff like that. I think, you know, there's a lot going for it. Some pretty cool moments and stuff, but, you know, as a story, there's really nothing there. You don't really know anything about anything in this film. It's just, you can tell it was put together on a lower budget and stuff. Of course it was, because it was crowdfunded and stuff, but I don't know when Rob Zombie's going to be able to make the film that he actually wants to. It's too bad it wasn't more developed, because I think there's a lot of potential here. I think it's just not exactly what Rob Zombie wanted. Even though he said he did, I don't believe that, but, you know, it has its moments. 31. Next up here, we got another Christmas slasher film called All Through the House. I really dug this movie. I thought this was fantastic. I thought the kills were awesome. I thought the story was really cool, man. It was very, very developed. There was a lot more story to this film than I was expecting to see. A lot more twists and turns. They put a lot of effort into the script, and I do applaud them for that. You know, it's low budget, but it didn't hold them back. You know, telling a story and putting in these twists and turns and having all these type of characters and having things link up and things like that. I think they did a really good job with this. I don't understand the hate that this one's getting at all. I mean, if you're just in it for like a mindless film, I mean, you do have to think a little bit, because you got to kind of put things together and stuff. But there's enough kills, enough blood and gore and stuff here that should keep you interested. So I really dug it though, man. All Through the House. Check it out, man. I almost watched this again during Christmas because I dug it so much. But yeah, cool stuff. Next up here is Don't Breathe. I saw this one in the theater. I have not yet to check out the Blu-ray. I really dug this film, but I'm not as high on it as other people are. There was some oddball things that I noticed in the film that were kind of bugging me, like why there was one window left not barred up and stuff, and it allowed them to get into the house. It just bugged me, because if you're gonna bar every window in a house, why in the fuck wouldn't you just do them all? Why would you leave one? I don't know, it's shit like that. But overall, this movie is actually pretty good. There's some scenes and some things that happen in this film I was very surprised to see in a theatrical cut of a film. Some really cool stuff in the dark and things like that. It's, you know, a lot of people are saying, man, it's like the most original idea in the world. This movie's been done 2 or 3 times in the last couple of years, just on a lower scales that people probably never seen before. You know, if you're not familiar with Don't Breathe, it's kind of like a reverse home invasion film where the invaders get, you know, invaded. But yeah, this has definitely been done. It's not the most original thing in the world. And unfortunately, it is to like a lot of mainstream crowds. So, but Don't Breathe is still a good film. Not the greatest though. Next up here, we got Creepshow, the original. I finally just upgraded this one. I was told that the transfer is actually really good on this. I did watch this last night, actually. Was very impressed by the transfer. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. It actually looked a lot better than I was even told. I was just blown away by the transfer. I was like, holy shit, that looks really damn good. But yeah, I was rocking the old snapper case DVD of this, and I was like, fuck it, man. I'll wait for a big classic edition to come out of it or something like that. But yeah, Creepshow, classic stuff. Just an upgrade. Then we got, from Unearthed Films, we got this ridiculous edition of Bloodshot, triple disc here. I will be doing a review of this, like I said, on Top 10 Tuesday. It'll be coming out tomorrow, probably. So be on the lookout for that. I'm really, really curious to check out this film, directed by Marcus Couch, or however you want to pronounce his name. Everyone seems to say it different. It's kind of weird. So, predominantly shot in black and white, I think, so... And then, of course, the second part in the new American Guinea Pig series. And I heard through the grapevine that this one, American Guinea Pig, is going to be like 9 or 10 films or some crazy shit. I was like, fucked up, man. It really blew my mind. And if you're wondering, this is a Blu-ray. It's in a DVD-sized case. It's a triple disc DVD, Blu-ray, and soundtrack. So, yeah, it's not open yet, so... not going to open it up right now. Next up here from Vinegar Syndrome, we got The Undertaker with this amazing slipcover. Totally awesome stuff. Really good stuff they did to this. Now, when they first... Well, they didn't really announce this. This is kind of like the hidden one on the Black Friday sale. But when I saw it, I was like, what the fuck are they releasing The Undertaker in a crazy edition? Because I have the Code Red edition of this movie. And it's absolutely horrible. The transfer's terrible. The movie's fucking horrible itself. Now, this edition of the film is a completely different cut of the movie. This is more or less like the real version of the film. I don't know what the hell Code Red's version was, but it's utter bullshit. So if you've seen that version, you kind of pass on this because you've seen that one and you hated it. I don't blame you, but I decided to take a chance, and you know, it worked out because this was actually really cool, man. This is like the real film. It felt like a real film. It didn't feel like it had all those inserted scenes like they did in this other cut of the film. This is awesome. It's actually really cool, man. Joe Spinell, you know, he plays this Undertaker, and I won't get into the whole plot, but I'll just talk about Joe Spinell's performance. It's so funny because you can tell he's shit-faced in every fucking scene in this film. Every scene, man. There's even scenes where he's slurring too. He's just so drunk. But he pulls off this character so well. He's just creepy. He's almost likable at times. It's really crazy, man. Joe Spinell, rest in peace to him. Such a great actor. Forever be missed, man. Like, the guy was just a genius actor, but it's too bad. It's really, really too bad. But I highly recommend their Undertaker. It's good shit. Next up here, from, of course, in Vinegar Syndrome, we got the Jack Frost lenticular cover. Oh, it's working. It's working! Yeah! I think they did. This is like one of the best lenticular covers I've ever seen. It works so good. It's crazy. Checked out the transfer on this. It looks too good. It makes Jack Frost look even more phony. That $100,000 suit, that's actually from the director, because after we reviewed these films, I think JP went asked the director specifically how much the suit cost, and he said $100,000. And I was like, man, he must have took 95 of that or something. But apparently the suit was $100,000, and it's just this phony looking foam thing. I don't know. But Jack Frost, funny ass film, really cool stuff. You know, a lot of people just love this film. I think it's okay. It's fun. It's ridiculous. Watching it again was like, you know, I think at the time I just wasn't in the mood for it, but it's still fun though. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Getting here from Vinegar Syndrome, man, we got The Human Tornado, Rudy Ray Moore. Good stuff, man. You know, the sequel. Yeah, good shit, man. Good shit. The sequel to Dolomite, of course. It's just ridiculous fun, man. It's blaxploitation at its best. Like, it's Dolomite is a poorly made film. This one's even worse. But it's so good, man. It's just so good. Great soundtrack, stupid storylines, just lots of sex and corny violence and shit. Fuck. There's one scene in this film where Rudy Ray Moore actually does this stunt where he jumps down this hill. It's so fucking funny, man. Oh, I was pissing myself. It's hilarious. Next up, we got the Candy Tangerine Man, and with Lady Coco from the same director. Watched Candy Tangerine Man. That's really fucking cool film, man. Really fun stuff. If you're into blaxploitation, these are really, really good stuff. And then these last two I have not actually checked out yet. Rudy Ray Moore and the Disco Godfather. I believe this was one of the last ones that he did. I've heard this one's pretty decent. And of course we got Petey Wheatstraw, which I believe was just before Disco Father. So pick those up in the Black Friday Vinegar Syndrome sale, which yeah, came in like, you know, just a couple weeks ago or whatever. But yeah, moving along. We got fucking, this edition right here is nuts. We got this Ultimate Edition of Dawn of the Dead from Italy, 4-disc set. I didn't get the 6 because I didn't really want the 4K disc because I'm probably never going to upgrade to 4K player, so I thought it was kind of useless to pay like another 20 euros just for that. But this is really cool, man. 4-disc set. Awesome stuff, man. It's got like, you know, all these reversible cover arts and shit like that. And what we got here, we've got oh, this thing is coming apart. I don't know why it's coming apart. Yeah, let me see. There we go. We got theatrical cut on Blu-ray, and we got the extended cut on Blu-ray, and of course we have the extras. And then underneath here, we have somewhere we've got the European cut on Blu-ray, actually. So I have read that there's some encoding issues with some flickering and things like that. Oddly enough, I was watching, I had put the European cut on in the background. I was talking with the homies on Skype one night, and I was watching it. I never actually caught any of the encoding issues, so I'm wondering if it was, you know, just certain discs or something, but I will have to watch it straight through, but I did not notice anything. And the transfer looked really good too, so but yeah, really happy to have another ridiculous Dawn of the Dead box set in my collection. My favorite movie of all time. Had to pick it up. Next up here from Arrow, we've got the Driller Killer Steelbook. I need to put one of those wrappers on here. I just haven't done it yet for whatever reasons. Watch this. This is like amazing what they did with the transfer on this. It looks so good. So good. Like, I was just blown away because I have a few different editions of the Driller Killer, and all the transfers look like utter shit. This one looked really damn good. Really fucking good. It was crazy watching the film like that, but Driller Killer is still a very strange film, but very likable. I like it. We got the Bloodstained Butterfly here from Arrow also. Watch this. This is really cool, man. It's a different type of giallo. It's kind of more set in a courtroom setting, telling the story, like, you know, through the evidence and things like that. It's very cool, man. I thought this was very interesting and well done. You know, 100-minute film from 1970, I believe, 1971. I say give it a shot, man. If you like giallos and stuff, it's different. Very cool. Very cool film. Grab the Microwave Massacre. Fuck, man, this movie is still so funny to me, man. I just seriously was laughing so hard at this movie again. It's so ridiculous, man. Right from the opening scene, in which I know my boy JP even laughed at it too, where he's got this huge oversized sandwich with a full-size crab in there and shit. It's just stupid humor, man, but super fun. It's so true, though. Every time you watch this movie, all you can think about is this oversized microwave. After you watch it, it's so stupid. So stupid. Picked up Negatsu Diamond Guys Volume 2. Got this from a buddy who was selling it off, so I need to still pick up the first one. I should probably grab that before it goes out of print. Because I can't have Volume 2 without Volume 1, right? I heard these are pretty cool, man. I'm very interested to check these out, man. These are like 50s kind of crime type films or something like that, so yeah, can't wait to check that out. We got Suture. Now this one right here, I've heard nothing but good things from like 1994 or something like that, so heard really, really good things about this. But price was right, had to pick it up. And then we got another Jack Hill film. Jack Hill, one of my favorite exploitation directors, man. He's done so many good films, of course, you know, Coffee, Foxy Brown, things like that. Spider Baby, which is just amazing. Yeah, it even says, well, Big Dollhouse, Big Bird Cage, all that fucking shit in here, man. That he dipped into the cheerleaders kind of subgenre that was going on at the time with the swinging cheerleaders. Can't wait to check this out, man. Love Jack Hill. Good shit. Then this edition right here is pretty interesting because I didn't know this was actually coming out in Canada. Now, you guys are familiar with the Creepshow 2 Red Slipbox edition that was released in, I think in the UK and America, I want to say. And so I came across this one, and this one is blue. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? It's got the slipcover, everything. It's, you know, the whole special edition type deal. And it turns out this is Arrow Video Canada first release of Creepshow 2. we got the blue cover, and that's, you know, the full edition here. It's got the, you know, the limited edition comic book and everything, and the disc and everything. So that's really cool. I did not know, because it's so hard to find information on the American releases and Canadian releases and stuff like that. So if you guys come across this, any of my Canadian watchers, that's what this is. Arrow Video Canada #1 is the first release. So if you guys can see that, I don't know, this might be a little dark, but yeah, so that's super cool. Checked out Transfer, looks pretty damn cool. Still very, very fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with watching this again, especially even like the old Wooden Chief one. Was always kind of my least favorite one, but I really enjoyed it watching it again this time. Yeah, good shit, man. Creepshow 2. And last up for the arrows here, I grabbed the Female Prisoner Scorpion Complete Collection box set. Yes, fucking awesome, awesome shit here. Watch the first one. It's just, if you like women in prison films, man, you gotta check it out, man. It's so good. It's literally just non-stop violence and nudity. It's like amazing. But yeah, this box is really damn cool too. So comes with this awesome hardcover book. Fucking so sick. Comes with an awesome poster. Then we got the films. We got Female Scorpion 701. That's the Arrow art. I haven't flipped these ones around. Female Prisoner Scorpion from Jailhouse 41. Then we got B Stable right there. Then we got 701's Grudge Song. Pretty cool stuff. Of course, these things all have the reversible cover arts with the original artworks. And yeah, this box set is amazing. So good. Grab this thing if you're interested before it's gone, because it is limited, I believe, to 4,000 copies. It says on the back 4,000 copies. So grab this. Got it for a really, really good price. So, but yeah, cool stuff. I'm gonna have to stop this thing because I'm running out of time, and I'll show off the last couple here in a second. So stay tuned.
A movie that I heard about on Cool Dude's channel.
So if you guys are still with me, I have a few more or less non-horror related things here. First up, picked up the Transformers the movie, the original one from 1986. Yeah, about fucking time I finally got this. Dropped down, you know, to a decent price I wanted to spend on it, because these fucking Shout Factories are always so expensive. But yeah, I finally got my hands on it. I just got it in the mail yesterday, so haven't got a chance to watch it. Probably gonna watch it with my kid. He's a big Transformers fan, so I'll show him the realness here, man. The realness. But Transformers the movie. Had to upgrade this, man. I got Van Damme Cyborg. Probably one of my favorite Van Damme movies besides Hard Target. And yeah, Hard Target's probably my favorite movie, but love Cyborg, man. Really, really good shit. Heard the Blu-ray actually does look good, so had to upgrade that. I really don't care for this cover art, though. It's kind of shitty. One of my favorite documentaries on my favorite group of all time, Beach Rhyme and Life, The Travels of Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, directed by Michael Rappaport. Now that watching, well, I haven't actually watched this copy. I've seen this documentary a few times, but you know, once I watch this again, it's going to be sad now because, you know, since Fife just passed on, well, I guess last year now, 2016, which really hit home with me because Chars been my favorite group, like, for, you know, since, like, 1990. Yeah, it's kind of tough, man. It's real tough. But I'm glad that, you know, they were secretly working on a new album and they actually put it out, and it's really, really damn good. So, good stuff, man. But Tribe Called Quest, check this out if you've never seen it before. We got Rock and Roll from Under Films here, another one that Derek sent over to me. Can't wait to check this out, man. Just been dying to check this out. It looks so awesome. Really cool stuff. Some animated rock opera. BMX Bandits. Watch this again. I love this movie, man. It's so good. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, really good stuff. You know, Australian Exploitation, if you want to call it that. Good shit, though, man. Good stuff. Young Nicole Kidman in that film. And we got Fire and Ice. Watched this the other day. It's so good, man. So good. This is like my favorite type of animation. I love this type of animation. It reminds me of watching He-Man back in the day. This type of animation, just, it always reminds me of He-Man. Yeah, Fire and Ice. Good shit, man. Check it out if you never checked it out. Transfer's really good on that. Picked up another kids film, Casper. I only grabbed this because this was pretty much like $3 on Blu-ray. I was like, okay, well, might as well just grab this. Didn't have it in the collection, so add another one to the kids kind of related horror stuff. I don't know. I mean, I guess you can kind of put it in there. Yeah, Casper with Christina Ricci and Bill Pullman. And then the wife got me the Looney Tunes collection volume 1 here. I don't know why they didn't make the other editions, the other volumes like this one, this kind of digibook style. These are awesome. These are such classic stuff, man. I was watching this Christina Day, Christmas Day, and yeah, just bringing back memories. I actually remembered a lot of the episodes I was watching. It's crazy, man. But yeah, Looney Tunes Volume 1, and then we got Volume 2 here, which is just in your standard edition. I don't know why they didn't continue along with them. That's kind of annoying that they didn't. But yeah, Volume 2 here of Looney Tunes Platinum Series, or Platinum Collection, and of course Volume 3. And I think there's only 3 volumes of these. I could be mistaken, but I think there's, as far as I've found, there's only 3 of them. So, but you know how much I love my cartoons. So, and last up for the update, guys, we've got Season 6 of The Walking Dead Special Edition. Now, these things are getting more expensive and they're getting smaller every year. It's ridiculous, man. You know, a part of me wants the show to end so I don't have to keep buying these things at the prices that they're at. So, because, you know, I started collecting these in Season 2. I missed the Season 1, but I have Season 2 through Season 6 of these. And they're just getting so expensive. I think by Season 10, 11, they're going to be like $200 a piece. This is by far the most expensive one. I know my wife bought it for me for Christmas. She's a big fan of the show too, so she had no problem spending the money on it. But yeah, it's, you know, it's good. I haven't finished watching the season yet. I'm only about 3 or 4 episodes into it, and so far it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, I know there's some bigger things that are going to be happening within the episodes I need to watch. So, but yeah, Walking Dead Season 6. A little cool. And I actually, you know, this one's actually pretty cool, man. It's cool, but they're just getting so damn small, man. It's so fucking small. And I think this scene actually happens in the first episode too, where they're sneaking through the where the vehicles are, or something like that, or so, I don't know. But anyways, that is going to conclude the update for December, and yeah, I'm still waiting on a shitload of stuff, man. Of course, with the holidays, all the mail got backed up. With Canada Post especially, and well, yeah, I don't know where half my shit is, man. Who knows? I'm sure it's coming in soon. Hopefully it's coming in soon, because I got a couple big packages. So but yeah, so I'll see you guys at the end of January for the January haul, and yeah, until then, as usual, peace and Chars. Yeah.